Hey, it's day 3 of the Andrews Minecon Harry Potter Amtrak extravaganza, and we're heading downstairs to go to the exercise center to show you something that I have to show you, because if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. So, see you in just a second. Okay, so here we are at the fitness room. We decided that after a long day of the park, that best thing to do is stretched out and maybe have a little soak. So came in through the fitness room out here to the pool, and being good rule abiding folk like we are, one of the first things we did, here's a pool, pretty decent pool, and then over to the hot tub. That's where I was going to land. So reading the rules is one of the first businesses to accomplish. So I got to show you this. Let's see if I can get this all in one shot. Down here, persons having currently active diarrhea or who have had active diarrhea within the previous 14 days shall not be allowed to enter the pool water. Ew. Then I had to think, have I had diarrhea in the last 14 days? Yeah. So then we went. So anyway, welcome to the state of California. I like the little sign at the bottom that says they're required by state law to put that, quote, flagrant sign out. So even they know it's kind of ridiculous, but that's the world we live in. So anyway, knew you wouldn't believe it if I just told you about it. So there it is. So how was day 3? Day 3 was pretty cool. We went to Universal Studios, and real reason we went there was we wanted to see the new Harry Potter world, and it was pretty cool. We only hiccup we had was we used glass water bottles, and so we got pinched at the gate because they don't allow glass into the park. So I had to go rent a locker and stow my bottle there. Got through the gate, went straight to Harry Potter's world. Of course, the boys wanted to go straight to the toy joke store and the candy store, so we hit that, and they got their chocolate frogs and their different the jelly beans that taste like dirt and vomit and stuff. And so yeah, cool service they have there is you can purchase it, and being almost 90 degrees today, not wanting to carry chocolate frogs right on my backpack, they'll bag it up and you can pick it up at the Universal store by the front gate as you leave. So bought all the candy and left it to be picked up later. Then we went to Oleander's. Ryan actually got picked to be the little wizard that was matched to his wand. So Leah recorded that. Maybe we'll get that up on Facebook or something. It was pretty sweet. The Oleander did a great job engaging Ryan and the group there. He ended up with a wicked wand. So we got wands for the boys, and Ryan tried on his cloak. Decided not to get the cloak. It was too hot today, and once we got to thinking about it, I didn't know how much he'd actually use it in the when we got home. So passed on the cloak. After that we went up to the Harry Potter tour and ride. The journey, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but pretty cool. It's only about a half-hour wait. So you walk through a windy maze with all kinds of cool attractions. You get to see the dark arts classroom. You get to see all the pictures on the wall that talk to each other. Cool stuff. So when you get up there, and you get into this really cool carriage that carries you through a 3D attraction. I won't spoil it, but pretty cool. Ryan screamed like a baby a lot of the time, but he had a blast. I'm getting older, don't do spinny rides very well anymore, and got a little motion sick at the end, so I was glad when it was done. But it was very cool. Would definitely, if we came back, I would do it again. So hit that, and then it was about noon. So we decided to go to eat. Went to the Three Brooms. Heard a lot of good things about it. Checked it out. We ended up getting the I think it was called the Family Feast. It was they say for 4 people. It was more food than the 4 of us could eat, which is rare. It was like $65, and you got half a rack of ribs. You got a whole chicken, potatoes, carrots, broccoli, a big old bowl of salad. The potatoes were great, and of course we all got butter beers in the little cool little mugs. So that was all said and done about $110 dinner. But it was worth it. It was really good food. It was really good tasting food. It was filling, especially kind of a big midday meal as we hit the rest of the park. And like I said, it was more food than we could eat. So then we went on to, we just kind of just hit all the little stores along the sides of the main street. Each one of the stores, their wands were the interactive wands, so they would stand in front. There's a little monument on the ground that tells you what little dude did to do to make the magic happen, and it was pretty cool. Ryan actually got down the spells pretty quickly, so it was pretty cool. Did that, had our fill, got a couple of those souvenirs, had our fill of Hogwarts and Harry Potter, so off to the rest of the studio. It was pretty packed. It was a Friday, so it was pretty full. Not too bad though. So we went to the Universal the tour of the studios, which was really cool. There was all the old school stuff there that you've seen in the past. The Jaws simulator to take you through all the little facade towns where Back to the Future was shot, and where some of the other really cool shows and movies that we're familiar with were shot. The Bates Motel, Amityville, stuff from more recent stuff, NCIS, and some of the more recent shows. Got to see some of the studios, so it was pretty cool. The host that was talking the whole time was awesome. The seats were comfortable, so that was definitely, I think it was about an hour trip, about a half hour wait and an hour trip was pretty good. They had misters going in the waiting area, so it was nice and comfortable. They had two 3D attractions in that. There was a King Kong one that was pretty cool, and then there was a Too Fast, Too Furious one that was really cool. So the boys really enjoyed that a lot. So finished that up, hit Simpsons Town. That was pretty cool. By then it was 4:30 or so. We were getting kind of ragged, so we got some beverages, went into Potter, got a few more butterbeers for the road. Butterbeers were awesome. Curious to see if they sell those outside the park someday, because it was pretty good. But yeah, packed up and went and collected our stuff from the store. Went, collected a water bottle from the locker. They've got a little Main Street Hollywood, kind of like a downtown Disney, where there was all kinds of shops and stuff to check out. So surprising, the bus ride there was, I think, a little over an hour. The bus ride back was 2.5 hours because of traffic. It was crazy. It was almost 2.5 hours to get into Anaheim, and then as our bus wound from hotel to hotel, I think we actually got back, it was 3 hours. So crazy traffic in LA. Glad I don't have to commute. So back to the hotel. Good day. The hotel was great sleep. Great breakfast this morning that was included as part of the hotel. Head back to the room. There's one thing I wanted to show you too. One thing that was big for us was making sure we have plenty of water. Just don't want to get sugared out on all the sodas and everything else. So we want to make sure we have lots of water. Well, everywhere you go, you're not really sure what kind of the water situation is going to be on the Amtrak train. The water was obviously pressurized. It was that fizzy and had that kind of metallic taste to it. It was obviously heavily treated, so it was kind of obnoxious tasting. When you go from town to town, hotel to hotel, you don't know what kind of water you're going to get. So when you're drinking as much water as we do, we brought our Sawyer water filter, and the thing rocks. It's taken all the taste out. It tastes really good. We feel, don't have to worry about getting any bugs or anything. So I'm going to show you a quick deal on how our water setup is. It was like 35 bucks on Amazon, but it really works well. And so we just set up our water filter on the sink. So it's just this, it hooks, see, it hooks right to the faucet. And then it's just this little Sawyer, you just pop the top off, turn on the water, and out comes filtered water, and it rocks. So anyway, good food at the park, good water that we brought, good butter beer. So that's basically it. We're back at the room. We're all just hanging out. Got a little of the idiot box going on, and kind of kids are inventorying the loot from the park. And up early tomorrow for day 1 of Minecon. Opening ceremonies 10, but I think we're gonna try to get in at like 8, 7:30 or 8 for registration and get a good seat. So that's it for tonight. Talk to you tomorrow.